What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat, or crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load, or does it explode? Where I'm from, dreams are deferred every day. And every day, another life is taken. Whether to the streets or to the jails, we're becoming extinct. Break the silence before it breaks you. Make the right decision. The DVD documentary. Alright, check it out. The whole concept behind this DVD and purpose of it and everything is everybody has a story, man. It's time for us to start sharing these stories alike so that we can build and overcome our fears and our obstacles and all this opposition. There's too many of us dying for no reasons, bro. So, I got something to say, man. Here's my story, my testimony. Let's ride.
Drawing like this, and then some kid dies in a drive-by, never even knowing what hit him. You don't know nothing. You don't know the pain we feel. You don't know what we gotta do. You got most we live. You gotta be teaching us this grab shit. You never gotta go out there again. And what are you telling me about that, huh? What are you doing in here that makes a goddamn difference in my life? You don't feel respected. Is that what you're saying, Andrew?
Check out the quote. It says, "Break the silence before it breaks you." What's the first thing you think about when you hear that quote?
Talk.
Talk, okay. Talk, why?
To free your mind.
To free your mind. And it says, break the silence before it breaks you. What do you mean, and what does that mean if it's saying talk before what?
Before you speak.
Before you speak, okay, but also before it breaks you. What happens with something if it breaks you?
You get angry and
You
frustrated.
get angry and frustrated, right? Alright, cool. Alright, the other week we watched what? Freedom Riders. And inside that movie, what was that movie about?
Writing, free your mind.
It was about freeing your mind. It was about writing. It was about some students from the inner city who use writing as a tool to express themselves. Alright, so in that movie, right, one of the main parts was the female, Ava, when she said, you don't know the pain we feel. You know, you're in here trying to teach us this grammar stuff. What is pain?
Like the way they, like all the stuff they went through, that they going through.
Stuff they're going through. Alright. Double R, tell me what pain is.
Pain, an unpleasant feeling occur as a result of injury or disease, and unusually localized in some parts of the body.
Good. So pain is an unpleasant feeling or emotion, right?
In your body.
In your body, alright? Now, so if somebody break their leg in a motorcycle accident, they gonna feel pain?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. What about if somebody loses a relative? They gonna feel pain?
Yeah.
They gonna feel pain. So what are some other options of how you feel pain?
Bad news.
Mentally.
Being locked up.
Being locked up. Bad news. What else? Give me some other ones. Is pain growing up in a broken home?
Yeah.
Alright, without a father or a mother in the house. Alright, it's a lot of different options of pain, right? And as you feel that pain, that's a feeling or emotion, now it comes around to us being young men. What about us and men? How do we deal with our emotions, our feelings? What do we do with them?
Some of us smoke, some of us do push-ups.
Some of it was off the game,
Gang violence.
Okay, what else? It's a word. It's one word in particular. It was one of our definition words last week. Starts with an S.
Suppress.
Suppress. We suppress our feelings at times. Instead of just, talking about it like we said, breaking that silence, we suppress them. And suppress means what?
To keep back or restrain.
To keep back or restrain. So we keep those feelings inside until they do what? They turn back into pain, and then by keeping them inside, they become what?
Angry.
Anger. All right, they become anger. They become stress. What else? What else do they become?
Violence.
Violence. Right?
A big problem.
Big problems. All right, they become problems. Now that's the circle. That's that circle of pain. And by doing that, well, just like my man over here said, he said, we do what? Some of us do what?
Smoke.
What else we do? We do
Drink.
We drink, all right?
Throw back. Fight.
We throw back, you said,
Pop
right?
pills.
Throw back. What are we throwing back?
Pills.
Pills, okay?
Or
Eat.
drink wings.
Drink lean. All right? Now all that drinking, that smoking, that anger, that violence, if we are keeping all of that inside of us, are we ever getting a release? Are we ever getting a chance to let it go? No. So without
It build up.
it builds up, right?
Keep building up and building up.
And then what happens?
And then to like, finally let it out.
You let it out, how? It explodes. It either explodes
And you, or something happened, or something bad happened to you.
When you did something bad.
And you start thinking about why I did it.
Exactly. All right, so that's the whole point of breaking the silence before it breaks you, is that if we don't start to deal with some of that pain, some of that anger, some of that stress up in there, then we're going to have an explosion. All right, that's why I say break the silence before it breaks you, so you don't have that explosion. So real quick, we're going to turn our papers real quick, and we're going to have, I got a question for you. How do you break that cycle of pain? All right?
Silence is like a cancer. It hides in the mind and body until it grows deadly. Quietly, silence destroys your true being, your true self, until your identity is lost. Without breaking silence, it explodes and manifests into one of the worst conflicts known to mankind, inner conflict, leaving a person depressed, stressed, alone, and confused. It's silence which causes them to make irrational decisions and causes them to self-destruct. Is keeping our emotions inside something we've learned from our history, our enslavement, or is it a trait that we as black men have learned to protect our manliness, our ego? Whatever the reason, the silence must be broken before it breaks us. In 2002, a man by the name of Dante Stokes, his silence exploded. Disturbed by the Catholic sex abuse scandals all over the news, he shot the priest he alleged sexually abused him 9 years prior. As I sat in silence, I wondered, would this be my fate? Break the silence before it breaks you.